Lewis Hamilton is undergoing extensive testing with Ferrari under the TPC rules, and it looks like he'll finally get his hands on the SF-24. What Hamilton missed desperately after the end of the 2024 season in Abu Dhabi will be compensated with a Pirelli test for the 2026 tire specifications. But what is more important is that the 7-time world champion has already had massive influence on the car development based on the current testing process. With this in mind, how valuable will Hamilton's experience prove to be? More importantly, will he finally bust the myth that he's not good at developing a car in a championship-winning manner? One of the greatest transfers in the world has finally materialized, and Hamilton started testing with Ferrari. Make no mistake, the team was ready for this from day one. The simulator work done by both Hamilton and Leclerc was followed by a test in Fiorano, the private circuit of Ferrari, with the F-175. Then the team proceeded with a 1,000 kilometers, 3-day testing in Barcelona. Many believe this was too much to handle even for a driver like Hamilton because Ferrari packed all of the 1,000 kilometers allowed into a 3-day period. Nevertheless, there wasn't more they could have done to keep him up to speed with the current version of Ferrari's cars. Of course, he is yet to drive the SF-24, which was the most competitive from the ground effects era alongside the F-175, with the difference that the SF-24 has gone upwards in performance and the F-175 has gone backwards. Hamilton, however, did manage to get a lot of time with the SF-23 in Barcelona because he suffered a crash that ultimately ended Leclerc's chances to continue testing as well. This might have played the opportunity the 7-time world champion waited for so long, but Ferrari isn't worried a single bit because both he and Leclerc were put on different programs during the Barcelona testing. Lewis Hamilton worked on tire management, an area he lacked severely in Mercedes, as Ferrari don't want to risk anything with the car's performance if Hamilton starts the season poorly. They are expecting valuable feedback from the Brits' side, and the fact that changes to the car have already been made, such as moving the cockpit backward and working on the pedals, a complicated process for engineers, shows the Maranello team will go to any length to provide Hamilton what he needs to win an 8th championship. They've been blessed by a proper response from his side, as reports state his feedback was extensive and engineers have learned much about the direction to take next season. Even though testing was done on older spec cars, the core ground effect remains the same, with the 2025 car being 99% different. It's still not a revolution due to strict regulations. This makes Hamilton's feedback vital. The fact that he's already adapting to Ferrari's braking system, which uses different discs, shows progress despite his 124 miles per hour crash at turn 12. His impressions were positive to Ferrari engineers, and the SF-23 wasn't as bad as thought, even though it won only one race all season. The remainder of the 23 races were won by one car, the RB19. An area Hamilton has improved compared to his Mercedes days and Carlos Sainz's time in the SF-23 is the start procedure and clutch release. The Spaniard struggled with this at Ferrari, while Hamilton is already making progress with machinery under TPC rules. Good news for his future. Some may bash him for the Barcelona crash, claiming he's past his prime, but the reality differs. Crashing means he pushed the car to extremes to extract maximum potential and feedback for engineers. He's done this with the SF-23 and will likely do the same with the SF-24 as his legacy is at stake. The pressure on Hamilton is immense. He'll have arguably the best qualifier on the grid. Leclerc, as a teammate, raising expectations beyond imagination. In recent years, Hamilton struggled with Mercedes' one-lap performance due to last-minute car changes. The upcoming Barcelona test will further impact his adaptation to Ferrari. Hamilton has left no stone unturned, even consulting Sebastian Vettel, who drove for Ferrari from 2014 to 2020, about areas to improve. Reports from Italy say the two have discussed Hamilton's feelings about the car extensively. Much hope rides on the SF-24 test in Barcelona, as it's Hamilton's chance to acclimate to Ferrari's latest machinery and prepare for the 2025 car. While this process is new for both drivers, Hamilton's extensive testing may complicate his adaptation. Concerns linger about his fitness at age 40, especially against younger rivals like Leclerc, Piastri, and the McLaren duo. Still, Hamilton's fighting spirit remains. Team orders may emerge early if 2025 favors one driver, but the 7-time champion won't back down without a fight. Martin Brundle believes Ferrari won't delay team orders like McLaren did, giving Hamilton 3 races to prove he can fight for the title. If he struggles, Leclerc will likely become the preferred driver. Brundle said, "There are no excuses at this level. They'll expect Lewis to ace the car within 2 or 3 races." While some see bias in these comments from British media Sky F1, Ferrari fully trusts Hamilton. By all accounts, he's being treated far better than at Mercedes post-2022. Will Hamilton's Ferrari gamble pay off, or will Leclerc claim the throne? Drop your predictions below. And for more F1 drama, check out the video on your screen. Thanks for watching, subscribe and hit the bell for the latest updates.